And then like, you know...
it must be weird, kind of weird talking to yourself, hey, for 20 minutes.
And especially knowing that there's two cameras and they're both just looking at you and there's nothing else. And you're like, man, I wish these posters like moved around and shit like that. Like, I don't know, did you get me just to make it in?
No, I feel you.
Just to make something else in the picture. So I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna...
So when you record one
So I recorded the monologue, right? Anyways, and then like, so I saw the ARW footage and I was like, oh, I thought it was broken, but it's actually just like you have to convert it, right?
Yeah.
Then I was like, fuck it, I'll just wait till the Shaz one, and then I'll just do that on top of the Shaz one. So there you go. But we're just bringing another one there, so I'm sorry for that compression that you.
Oh, that's fine.
Did.
It's fine.
that's
It's fine.
His voice cracked. He's like.
It's the greatest intro you've ever gonna hear.
Look, I've actually got a whole ass little dot pointed script today, because you know what? When do I ever do this for the crowd? Never, right? I bring an intro and that's about it. And then no. Today's gonna be, we're gonna bring something. Wait, were you gonna say something?
No, I had a quick question. How long have you been doing TWG? How long has it been since the first step? Because I can't remember.
I think it'd have to be a year.
It's been a year,
pretty
right?
Close now, yeah. Pretty close to a year.
2020, yeah. The start of 2020, when the bushfires were happening.
Honestly, yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
Do you remember?
We recorded, but then we released the episode like I'm not gonna
it was like
Shaz
months after.
Yeah. It's like 2 months after. So like Yosh is like full slandering COVID, being like, this ain't it, man.
And then it was like
2 months in where it was proper, we all locked down, and I released it, and he's like, wait, what the fuck, man?
I just think it's a misconception. You know?
It's just not real, man. It's just not real. COVID's not real. I mean, if you believe it, you believe it.
What do you do when you get the flu? You go to the doctors.
That's actually, I remember. That's it. Actually, you know what? Oh, there's no video for that one, but I might release like some audio clips. It was so fucking stupid,
Just put like a 15-second snippet of him saying that and just caption, never forget.
Never forget. This is TWG roots right here.
Man actually said that.
Man believed it as well. He was like proper saying it, like me and Narev were like, oh no, but like there's this, and you were like no.
I was off screen. I didn't say anything.
Oh yeah, no, but you were laughing in the background.
Yeah,
I heard you
like,
when Josh was going. Oh my goodness, that was awful. But yeah, it's been a year. I tailed off like my usual performance and things, but I'm coming back now that, you know, tomorrow, last shift, baby. So it's a new day, new bill. Hopefully, thanks, man. You know what? This is the benefit of having someone in a room when you're doing a monologue.
You don't have to imagine it later on.
Yeah, I don't have to like put in like a little stick figure. Just someone there reacting to my shit. But like, no, it's good. I asked my sister to sit down, right? Because, you know, it's just like, look, Shaz definitely helps. I prefer Shaz. But for this one, I had cold feet.
Shaz.
Yeah, I prefer Shaz. Okay. But then like I got cold feet, and then I was like, look, I'll get my sister to do it, right? And then like I mentioned it to her. She was at the library, and then she's like, oh yeah, maybe I'll be late. I'll come at 10. Then I was like, oh fine, we can still do it, right? And then 10 minutes later, she's like, oh, maybe just do it yourself. And I was like...
the flake.
And I was like, the way she said it like that, I was like, all right, don't ever ask for gong shot ever again in your life, you little pig.
Don't ask me or mine for nothing.
Don't. My services? Fuck out of here. No way.
You're no longer entitled to these privileges.
Yeah. You only get a strict brother-sister right now. Yeah, unless you, like, you know, like, remind me that you're a mate again, you fucked over, man.
Want to act slick? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, straight up. You just get dropped because, like, dropped, no, as in, like, straight up. You got to get it soon. No, as in, like, I only drop at places because it conveniences my parents, right? It obviously helps them as well.
It's kind of like you're helping out the house.
Yeah,
That's how you help out.
Exactly.
Because otherwise they do it, right? Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah. Because, like, but I never made that, you know, a thing for my sister. But I told that to her the other day. I was like, look, this just makes it easier for Upper, right?
Look, this lifestyle you're accustomed to, this isn't lasting.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Don't get too comfortable.
I was like, you're lucky no one's beating you to get your license yet. But, like, otherwise, anyways, it just really pissed me off anyway. It really pissed me off. But yeah, so this monologue, a little bit different. I might come here and there. Hopefully Shaz is willing to come through here and there. No. Let me just get us in first. It's TWG, baby. It's Worst Generation. Welcome, my second mute friend to the conversation, aka my different camera, my second camera, Sony A6400. No, I'm saying, baby.
Shit.
Oh, big stacks, big cokes. But yeah, no, big camera, big content. I don't know. 2 cameras. We'll see. Maybe I can. Hopefully, I remember to just change the view just then. When I did that, hey, you see Shaz? No, you don't, baby. Who knows? We'll see, right?
I think I'm in frame. Maybe.
Different angles just to switch it up, keep it entertaining. Also, look, Bill, I've got more friends than you guys probably think because Shaz has come from maybe half of these episodes at this point, right?
I'm like,
but
half
also,
of this, yeah.
yeah, exactly. Shaz is like, hey, find your drive, Bill. Get out of your circle. No. But also at the same time, if you've sussed Tim Dillon even, he has this thing where he does monologues most of the time just because he's one of those cunts that just talks and like can manage to keep a conversation going with himself only, right?
It's a skill.
Yeah, sure, Shaz. Thanks for that. I definitely feel like I'm in that ilk. I definitely talk a lot more shit than Tim Dillon. Like Tim Dillon's good with it, right? He can maintain, right? But I do want monologues just to make sure we don't lose the essence of TWG, you know? Because obviously I bring guests on and, you know, sometimes it just goes free reign, right? You know, whatever the guest wants to talk about, I'm happy to accommodate and all that shit, but it's free reign because man doesn't script too much, right? But
Yeah,
I want to make sure we don't lose this, you know? Me bouncing off one of my mates who knows I'm the most disruptive cunt possible. And like, yeah, and like
Chef's
he knows
kiss.
how to reply. He needs, if anything, I make my mate better because he knows how to talk to such a disruptive guy. Do you get me? It makes you look good.
It's good practice, hey.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. It's great fucking practice. Yeah.
It's good practice.
Yeah. So I'm helping out. Today's one, since it's the first one, I'm coming with an agenda, right? Bit of structure. I've got my phone out. I'm not being rude. I've got a script. Got a whole ass script, dot points in that. But yeah, making it shorter and sharper, you know, a bit more prepped, a little bit different to the. I say interview, but I don't like saying it, you know. I don't like saying interview just because it's kind of much, you know. It's gross.
Like, yeah.
Can I say sesh though? Without
Tell
any
me about
connotations?
yourself.
Can I say sesh without the connotations? Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
It's a sesh. Yeah, exactly that. But yeah, so TWG, the worst generation, right? People can interpret the name as they like, obviously. So I'm gonna start playing around with it too. Just cause I've had my close friends on. I'll continue having them on. I'm gonna have some up and comers, you know, in the game that are trying to do it their own way. I'll have them on as well. But I'm also trying to have some of them seasoned vets on, baby. Some of them old timers, you know, get a whole diversity, you know, a whole range of views on, right? Make sure. I mean, who's the worst? Who really is the worst generation? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it? I'm gonna start getting some questions out to some of these. Obviously, when seasoned vets come on, they won't be tolerant of some of my horse crap. So I need some questions out, right? I need some questions there. That
Or
I
you
can,
need to make it digestible to them.
As in, I feel like I can try to do that because I definitely depend on the person.
Yeah.
So like I'll bounce off that person, but also digestible for them, yes. But people are tolerant for so long, right? So I need to make sure I have something to fall back on. A few questions that obviously the seasoned vets, like I said, they'll enjoy it. But it's definitely depending on the guest. I can ask anyone, right? So, yeah. So okay, some questions we're gonna ask. One of these first ones, right? What's something you've seen or experienced with the younger generation that you interact with that you're just not sure of? All right? Are you out here trying to have an open mind about it, or you reckon you're just trying to mind your own business? You know. So this segment, it's gonna be called "It's Open My Mind or Minding My Business." You know. What do we think? It's not, look, I don't care if you don't like the word games or how I enjoy it. I don't give a fuck, alright? I'm enjoying it. Try and make it more concise if anything. But I like it so far. Open my mind or minding my business, yeah? So that's something I might go back to here and there. And the second one here, right? What's an advantage your own generation has over the other relevant generations in question, alright? That's potentially come from your context or whatever, right? And then what's something that you've seen in these other generations that, you know, you're just like, how the fuck do they deal with it so easy peasy? You know, like this is something that I have to like think about all the time. Like maybe it's, you know, how we need more than 2 bathrooms, Shaz. You know, hey, maybe sometimes it's really hard for someone that's like 50 odd to think about that. But, you know, we're just like, hey, more bathrooms to smash it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh my gosh.
but it's just like it's fine. It's one of those ones, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so this one, look, it's open to more witty names, as I've said. But this one's, how's your touch, baby? How's your touch? Are you in touch with these things? Are you out of touch? Like, there we go. But it's
I thought
also
it was a bit
football.
of a.
No, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Shaz.
All right. Sorry. Keep going.
Why did I give him a mic? That's crazy. This guy, that's unbelievable,
You're gonna
man.
derail your entire operation.
Philly boy, man. That's crazy, man. Yeah. So look, This one's to the Patreon right now, yeah. I just want to thank you for all $10 you've all given me so far. For all them $10 so far. These cunts, honestly, sometimes they rock up to a session, they're like, wait, anyways, I'm gonna slander him first, but I will say, I fucking appreciate every single fucking cent as well, right? It's just that my boys are really close to me, so I'll fucking talk shit anyways, right? But you know what? Fuck the slander. You know what? Every single dollar, I don't care if it's only $10 so far. Even if I give you my Crunchyroll account, that overcompensates anyways. But I don't care about that, right? The Patreon, I fucking appreciate every single fucking dollar. When it's been a bit of dry content, when it's been a, not dry content, when I'm a bit dry out of content. Trust me, the content's fucking filling, man. When it's there, you just see betting losses and horrible slander. It's so far. But, let me get back to it. I need to give you guys something that only you guys get, It's only for you babies, Something nice and personal. Y'all deserve some goddamn personalized segments, alright? And you know what? Better names when they come. But look, this one, I'm revisiting one that, I only tried once actually, really. And I definitely could get down with some of my boys on these segments when I have the close friends on. Definitely push them to do this one because, it's the late night internet dwellers' favorite segment, Shaz, where we pay homage to the industry's most perseverant and least appreciated.
Oh no, I know where this
it's
is
the
going.
masturbactors and the mattress actresses, baby. This one's called the Norpoff, you know what I'm saying?
Mattress actors.
I thought masturbactors was pretty good.
I like mattress actors.
But I've taken that. I made up masturbactors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mattress actresses, I've heard that somewhere. Yeah. So look, we got to pay homage to them. They do so much.
Unsung heroes.
Unsung heroes, yeah. They're not singing, they're screaming. Yeah, so
yeah.
You're a bit creamy as well. It's a bit much as well. I'm sorry, whoever's listening from the Abbey Pod. So no. You know what I'm saying?
Someone's carried over.
Someone's managed to stay from those pods. But no, seriously, that's why I need to give you guys tabs, right? Tabs to come back to that. If you're a fan of these segments, they're gonna come eventually. Just because I'm gonna get a diversified crowd.
Hey man, I think it's time.
Yeah, giving them tabs.
Yeah.
I know you're listening now. Tabs. Say it a few more times. You crazy bastards. Tabs. But yeah, that's the first segment for the Patreon, and then another one. Look. This is something I've recently started doing again on my lonely drives to work and to anywhere, really, to be honest, because I'm just a lonely guy, to be honest, right now. I'm going to start freestyling out here, baby. I'm going to start pressing some of my guests, step out of their comfort zone with me. We'll jump on some of my favorite beats, some of these lo-fi, some of these Spotify playlists, whatever it is, right? Jump on to spray some unadulterated, some free speech abusing, fiddly bars.
Spray some bars.
Just say, it doesn't have to be bars, but I didn't want to say poetry at the same time, but whatever works, literally, because I've tried freestyling several times, and it works better when I'm trying to tell a story, because then you can rhyme here and there.
You know what to say next, because you know where it's going.
Yeah, because it's a story, right? And then it doesn't have to rhyme, but as long as you go with the flow, it's very, very fun with it. Yeah, and then as long as you rhyme it here and there, you're like, Bill, baby,
hey.
yeah. And then that, I feel like honestly that's how old school rappers used to do it, Yeah. And then obviously they go through their story and then they refine the schemes and everything. Because then have you seen how what's that Genius? How they break down some of their old school rappers and you see the rhyme schemes and everything. It's
they've got cadence. They've got I forgot what the name is.
But then there's also a story underlying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like that's definitely the first step. But yeah, just do some of that, right? A little bit of storytelling. You're allowed to slander because it's the Patreon, and there's no shame because it's the Patreon. Do you get me? It's one of those ones. This is the segment for you propaganda warriors that want to preach in haiku format. All the ones that love a laugh at the unexpected shitstorm that it's going to be this segment. Most of the segments are open to interpretation. This one's just going to be called the TWG Kosh, baby. It's just be under the Kosh, a few bars, get it down. Whatever happens. You know what? If you give me a better name, I'll tell it to you. But I'll make it the name even. I'll tell it back to you. What the hell's wrong with me? Like I said, the names, they're fun for me. And it's a way to get tabs out. Just tabs for things you can come back to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not to lose the TWG essence. Shaz is here. You kind of get the vibe of him. You can kind of see where I'm coming from for some of them as well.
No, I like that. I like that we had sort of a see where it takes you freestyle approach before to the entire episodes. But I think it definitely is time to keep that but
Yeah,
then compartmentalize it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Definitely, because
Yeah.
I think about it so much that I'm like, look, I want people like that listen to the pods to be like, oh yeah, did you listen to the Norp off, man? Like that shit was, that was stupid fun, or like whatever it was,
exactly.
yeah. Like reference something, right? Give
Yeah.
them something to like name, yeah. I've been thinking about it for a while because it's very free reign.
Man, time to evolve.
Time to evolve,
Time to
baby.
evolve.
You said a year in? Come on, man.
A year in.
I went limp dick for like 3 months, so I need to come back. Back,
Back
baby.
with a vengeance.
Now that that's out of the way, baby. Quick recount as to why TWG is using such powerful words, and regarding my short-term future growth. I'm being like I'm coming back with vengeance. It's crazy, like I can't be using all these. So your leg, hey, you're long as you're long.
Anyways, most people say tall, but you said long.
Yeah. This table needs to be bigger, apparently. Yeah. Anyways, Look, I had an intervention. All right, a revelation intervention.
Intervention?
I think so. Yeah. No, I honestly do think so. I mean,
Anyways,
look. Okay, I'll get into it. Honestly, I'm not even sure what causes interventions or revelations for most people.
Wait, intervention?
Like a big
Or interventions where you I'm pretty sure it's like when you hold like a session for someone who has a problem, and you're just like,
Can you do that personally? Can you have a personal intervention?
Personal intervention, probably, right? That's okay. That's what you mean. Yeah. Okay. A personal intervention then.
Sometimes I think I'm smarter than I am. Individual intervention. Too much, Google. You're doing too much. But what's it when you?
I could be wrong, but I think I'm not.
I just thought I had like a mental meeting, and I was like, hey.
Yeah. Epiphany? Is that the word you're looking for?
Nah, but it wasn't like being, I definitely knew this.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
So it was like hey, everyone gather around.
Town meeting in your head.
Yeah. That's an intervention, bro. That's not a... Epiphany sounds too quick with it. Like, light bulb. No. I knew
You just knew this was coming.
Yeah.
Fair. Sorry, continue.
I'm not too sure what causes them anyways, right? For most people, that sort of mental, hey, what's going on? But unfortunately for me, it's usually an absolute shambles of a night. Usually it's just a big old hoo-ha, and I'm like, oh my goodness, right? So it's like, man, like Pranav Dasan, aka Billy Orgs, Billy Telly, Mr. Vice Guy, was just bar hopping for one of his boys' birthdays, alright? Standard bevies and brown liquor for the most part, alright? We hit dinner time. Just to get ASMR central with the stories now, baby. We hit dinner time, yeah. And like the odd pieces of society's jigsaw that really don't know what they're doing in most social settings, we were like, hey, dinner, let's get a red wine. Sure, we'll get a red wine weapon and do that for our Thai banquet, alright? Shaz doesn't drink. Don't mix your bevies, alright? Easy peasy, simple mathematics, yeah? You don't do it. Don't mix them. Anyways, swiftly following this... We left to a party in our local suburb, man like Brody's. We went to Brody's house after this. I only stayed a good hour before deciding it was time to leave. I didn't drive there, but I was convinced I did. So after a brief exchange of choice insults and right hands to the chest to Yoshi, I reluctantly allow Yoshi to drive his own car to drop me home, actually. So I let him drop me home.
But you thought
I had my keys in my pocket, so I was like, that's my car.
Because trust me, I've driven here. I'm gonna.
You know how our cars are pretty similar looking, so I was like,
oh yeah. Actually,
I was like, dude, get out. Like, we're safer if I drive. And like, take that comment out of context. Yeah, we are safer if Bill drives versus Yoshi driving. Okay. But I was not in this state. Usually, I drive to these things because I know I sober up at the end. I wasn't there.
Sure.
So look, yeah, Yoshi had to deal with that. Siput wasn't on, so it was just blaring, and I was screaming apparently. Window down, screaming throughout the whole neighborhood on the drive home. Look, all of this is fine in the context of the night and day following.
Where was that?
So yeah, my bookmark was, look, since my boys were the ones actually telling me what's happened throughout, right? I didn't even know what happened.
Yeah. So this story got told to you.
Yeah.
Instead of you
As in, I'll come back into it and it'll make a bit more sense. But I just want to bookmark it because, like, I don't know. I'm already, like, you might not believe it, but I put a lot of filtering into the stuff that I say already, right?
Yes.
I actually filter through a lot of the shit that I actually want to say, that just comes into my head straight away. And the boys definitely see that because sometimes it just comes out. And, like, when I'm drinking, obviously, the filter for anyone comes down, right? And I'm actually low-key scared of the person I sometimes become just because man can just say a lot of fucking shit. Just can talk a lot of shit. And the thing is that you don't remember, right? So you're always in this like, fuck, how much did I say? Because if your mind, so it's just like a very.
It's like when you get your wisdom teeth out and you're on liquid. What was it? Not liquid. No, fuck. What am I saying? The laughing gas.
Okay, yeah.
You just
Oh,
start
you're just
saying
saying all sorts. Yeah.
Is that kind of what?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had
like?
my wisdom teeth out.
Neither have I, but I've just heard
like,
stories.
okay, we don't know.
Yeah, but I've seen
just
like
takes
videos.
It. Shaz takes the stuff that you do. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. That's not true. I need a disclaimer. That's not true. I don't like how the boys have to tell me the story. You know, it's not nice. Anyways, like I said, they're telling me this, but when I started remembering, right, I actually managed to make it inside the house for some reason. I don't remember this right. I make it into the house somehow. That's fine. When I start remembering is I wake up at 6:30, and that's probably because that's my last alarm for my 7 a.m. shift. And I was like, oh, I'm definitely not going to this because I feel like fucking shit, right? So to one side of my bed, there's my phone. I need to pick it up and I need to call in. So I'm spamming calls for like 10 minutes.
No one's picking up.
Yeah, and then eventually my manager that actually fucking loves me, one of the managers that loves me, like she answers. I'm like, thank fuck. I'm like, look, I've already handed in my reso as well, so I was kind of like, look, I'm sorry, man. I said I'd come to every shift. Like this one is a fucking write-off. Like I'll try come in later just to be nice, but like, it's a sack from me. Yeah,
I feel like you both knew that it wasn't happening.
Yeah, and then like she can tell because like we like fucking just bitch about like how much of grind work is. She's like, my dinner tonight, rum and coke, mate. And then I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. She's like, yeah, she's from Lithgow. What a sick bitch, right?
Okay,
like so,
cool,
she gets my Tari vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, so I tell her that, and then so one side of me is my phone, and then I turn around, and the other side is a pool of chunky delight, you know. Huge vomit, and I don't remember vomiting.
Bill.
So man could have vomited in his sleep, you know.
That's not nice to wake up to.
Hungover as a motherfucking dog. Like I don't know if dogs are hungover. Like really just sick. I feel sick. And dude, imagine if man died choking on vomit, man.
That happens. That's
the worst thing that happened to me, man. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit, man. You guys would laugh so much.
Is that suicide?
Oh my god, at that point, like so many stories. What if I like wrote something in my vomit before I like left or some shit? Oh, yuck.
Because technically you killed yourself.
Yeah. Oh, woof, man. That is it's just not good.
Yeah.
Oh. So I woke up and,
Well, you made
like,
it.
look, I'm already hungover. I'm still here, unfortunately. Yeah. So I'm like literally, it's a big ass because I ate heaps at lunch and everything, and I didn't. When you smoke up before you drink, you stop your body from recycling out the drink. So yeah, more efficient for the fun, less efficient for the rest of your fucking life, maybe. So yeah, I woke up to that and I felt like shit because I'm not processing out the alcohol. It's still well and truly in me, but I'm not drunk. I'm hungover. Like, so I'm trying to, nothing's outside. That's the first thing I check. I'm like, please don't tell me I've ran up the stairs in this shit, right?
Oh yeah.
Nothing's outside.
It's all localized.
It's all local space. No shared spaces here. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So thank fuck for that. My parents go to work and everything, like, and that's fine. And
Do you reckon they checked in before they went or something?
Who knows? Who honestly fucking knows?
Yeah.
Like, but my brain is working at baseline right now. I'm working at like, just pick up the quilt. Oh, that's got okay. Pick up the okay, that's got it as well.
My God.
And then it's just like it's so sad to watch. You know, genuinely one of the saddest things to watch outside in because like I'm a suki lala as well with it. So I'll just be like. Because I know no one's home, so I'll be like, I'll be like, Amma, come on. And like, no one's going to answer, obviously. So it's just sad. It's lonely. Chunks everywhere. So you need to pick it up and like, you can't put it into the washing machine because
that's gonna.
there's chunks in the washing machine now, Bill. Okay. Clean the washing machine now. Another hour's gone there. And it's just like every step is labored. It's a long, feeble day, right? And throughout, it's just long and slow. And like, look, you go through interventions like every single day, like every single like moment at this time, right? Because my sober self has like 4 beings in my head right now. They're like, oi, I hate you, cunt. I actually hate you as a human right now.
Just
like you
what have I
motherfucker.
become?
Like, what the hell? How, like, you are this old doing it? It's crazy. Like, the amount of like talking to yourself at this age, like, it's horrible, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, nah, not happy with it. Look, at this point, I was like, maybe the workday's finished, and like most of the damage in the room is done. The smell is still ever present because you know it's vomit. It's the worst smelling thing I think possible. Possible? Possible, I think so.
It's all your stomach acid and shit.
Yeah, worst thing. Yeah. I think I honestly prefer smelling shit versus vomit.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. Do you ever have to like do vomit samples? No, but shit samples you do them for like medical centers. So like more than fine. But vomits. Oh, anyways. So look, end of the day, the smell's still there, but like it's like the scene looks amazing from what I've done. I'm telling you, it looks fucking incredible from what I've done.
Your best work, yeah.
And like, look, all I want is just a hand on the back and just be like, hey, you've done it well. It smells like shit. I didn't tell my dad just because, I don't want to, like, we've got egos, right? I'm like, hey, my dad doesn't need to see this. I helped him with the last time he vomited, actually, so. funny guy.
Hey.
Yeah, so, but like, I mean, obviously he helped when he figured it out. But then I told my mum, and I was like, look, my mattress smells still. Everything else is clean. I've done this. Like, everything else is in the wash. And then she's like, how much did you drink? And then, and you know how they start with the questions, and you're like, oh my god, like my mental state's not there for it. I'm like, please no, please no, not this. Just give me the advice.
Just let
that
me
Dr.
be okay
Thaya
for
has,
now.
right? That my darling Amma has. Usually when she gets angry, even it's like anger with no threat. No threat, no logic. It's one of those like, Amma, fine, whatever. Just don't answer and it's fine, right?
Frustration, yeah.
This time I got cold-hearted Thaya. She was like, oh, okay, fair enough. Next time this happens when you vomit, just don't come back home. And I was like, ooh. And I was like,
Dude.
Yeah. Because she's like, yeah, you've moved out before. Like, we know you can afford it now. Just don't come back next time. And I was like,
Y'all seen this shit?
yeah. And I was like, okay, I've heard that my mum do that maybe 3 times in her life.
Oh.
And that's the thing. I listen to my dad when he gets like angry and shit because it rarely happens. And when my mum does that shit, I'm like, okay, straight on the fucking chin. Like, nothing to say about that. It's facts. I'm living in their house that they pay for. If anything, we're hotel guests in our house. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, wowee, that's a big one. Also telling her was a big thing because I had to tell her because I was actually going into the like prayer room heaps. That was just to lie down on the bed, right?
Yeah.
But she thought I was like having she was like, wow, this is amazing. And I was like, no, let me
You're
just tell you.
repenting for your sins?
Yeah, and I was like, no, I need to tell you right now. I was like, yeah, this is not the... and when I heard that, so that's a big one, right? Yeah. And then look, next couple of days, they helped me out. Like, just like, look, they got rid of the smell. We left the mattress just outside, like, took it inside for the rain, just like let it air out, right?
Yeah.
Cleaned it up, that's fine. And now it's here. Now it's all fun and all that, but...
I didn't smell anything, so it's gone.
Thanks, man. There's no vomit in this fucking room anymore, yeah? But, like, it's been 2 odd weeks, and that... I've set a drink limit on me, and the fact that, like, I know that... I don't know, I feel like it's a luxury in the sense that I'm open to knowing what other stuff does.
Wait, so just so I understand this happened because you mixed red wine with...
If you have
And you had a big
one
lunch.
alcohol, also I don't drink wine usually, but also if you drink one alcohol, try and stick to the same sort of type. If it's like a light liquor or white liquor or whatever, stick to that. If it's brown liquor, stick to just that. If it's bevies, ideally stick to bevies because nothing else makes you more bloated, so just stick to the bloat. Do you get me?
Yeah.
But don't do red wine at the end of the night is all I'm
Crossed
saying.
over. Do you have red vomit?
It was like orange.
Orange.
There was like I had a really good pork roll as well. That was there. They say deconstructed in the new terms. Yeah, modern terms. Yeah, deconstructed pork roll. Oh, dude, it's honestly it's actually painful bringing it up now, because like it's just embarrassing, man.
Hey, man. If you realized it.
Yeah, you realize it, and then anyways, yeah. My thing is, I know that there are other stimulants that you can do on a night out that give you a better experience, anyways, than drinks. Really. Like, you can smoke a bit of lemon haze, bish bash bosh, baby. Talking to everyone at the convo. You know, like, I went to a party the next week. I had 2 drinks the whole night. Because I was driving everyone anyways. But then, like, 2 drinks the whole night. And I had, like, an amazing time. I just talked to people the whole time. Do you get me? And, like, look, obviously it's a different game. Because you're not going, like, let's fuck shit up. But it's like, I feel like we've done that for a while. Maybe not we. I've definitely done that for a while. So it feels good.
Been done for a while.
Yeah, you've seen it been done for a while as well. So it's kind of like, yeah, I think we've all reached that. I mean, yeah, Shaz never touched that ever. But, like, we're all reaching Shaz's point. Maybe it's like, what's the point of it all, you know? I'm reaching a point where
just everyone knows that...
It goes like this.
Everyone's definition of a good time like changes slowly. That's one.
Yeah. And it goes up and down. You can definitely hit a point in your night and you're like, there's like, oh, should I double down? Nah, just ease off. Just ease off. Relax, you know? Enjoy yourself. Let it cool down and then go home, you know?
Because it's an investment in your next day as well.
Yeah.
You're
Drinks
just like,
especially. The other stuff, honestly, not that much.
Yeah, yeah,
like when
okay.
you smoke up and stuff, next day is not that bad at all, really.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
barely.
Sure.
So I don't know, having the luxury of just knowing that, because like some people are just very close-minded with it, they don't want to do it, and they just like if drinking's their vice, they do it. See, man, like vice guy will do several vices, you know, so he knows the benefit of each vice. You know what I'm saying? So knowing that means that I shouldn't abuse it, because you can get addicted to one of these things, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very easy
Yeah.
to get addicted to one of these harder things. So I feel like, yeah, big, huge in my mind. I was like, dude, you can't go hard like that with bags, because then you wouldn't stop for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying?
It takes over your life.
Yeah. Do you get me? So there's so many things that you can't abuse. And I'm lucky I got a whole vomit thing for the next 2 weeks to remind me that, hey, it ain't worth it, you know? It's just like, yeah. I don't know what causes those kind of interventions for you guys, but unfortunately for me, it's a big of a shambles, you know? A bit of a shambles.
It's Bill 2.0. I mean, I don't even know.
I
what
mean, I've
version
definitely
you're on.
evolved about 15 times now.
There
Yeah.
you go,
You
yeah.
see these forearms? Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, hey.
Hey.
Chunky. Anyways, yeah. So that was a story I know I wanted to bring up. Anyways, intervention. Why I wanted to take the pod more seriously, just cause you know.
Okay, props to you, bro.
Yeah,
No.
Wednesdays and Saturdays now, pod days.
Oh.
If you're free to record on those days, I'm free to record on those days. Let's KB with
Dude,
one of the
look, the first episode I came on, I was kind of nervous as well. But I
Yeah.
think the best piece of advice to people like that is just to not take yourself so seriously. Do you know what I mean?
This isn't an autobiography for you, you know?
Exactly. This
This
isn't
isn't
about
an
you.
episode. Yeah,
This
I'm
is
sorry.
just about a conversation.
About me. This is about me. It's about me and my content. No, but like it's definitely not a reflection of you. If anything, the way you deal with a character like me just shows better for you, you know? Like if you can just take it on the chin. Like people are like, damn, Aaron's episode was amazing because he just knew how to talk to a cunt like you.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, fantastic. Do you gonna say something nice about me now, or like? Yeah, but do you get me? Like, it's definitely not about you. Don't take yourself so seriously. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more. I feel like you exploring different personalities.
Yeah,
and
understanding
that
some stuff.
Generate
Yeah.
like
I'm
that kind of
interested in
friction generates different understandings.
Conversations.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
conversations.
Definitely. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm not against it. Obviously, I'm all for meeting up with people, but I want to keep structure to it. So look, Wednesdays and Saturdays, I'll find time for you. Whatever time you want. I've told my family as well. Hey, do something as well if you want, you know. Wednesdays and Saturdays, I want those days. We
Start
can
your own pod, guys.
Yeah. Hey, look, Tuesdays, I'm not joining my sister's pod, but I'll join the parents' pod.
The Unmind Up pod.
The Arman Upper pod, I won't join my sister's pod. Fuck that shit, man. I ain't reflecting with her.
We-
No way. But if you want her on an episode, I will get her on. It's
We're
just that-
unsubscribing from her.
Man, I'm actually fuming. Honestly, I'm actually fucking fuming. But yeah, I will get her on an episode just cause it's my sister, you know. How does she deal with me? I need to get her on, but right now, don't expect it soon because I'm angry still.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, look, intervention, that whole thing. I'll give a quick Patreon shout out just because Patreon's included Australian dollars now, so I might have to change the little pricings now. So jump on quick before I do that, just because it is a fucking measly US $2. Measly, just because I know there's gonna be good content now. If you want to cancel some of these cunts later in your life, it's probably the best place to do it. But then I'll probably cancel you. You know, because you're there as well. You know, you're liking the content as well. Hey, you know what? Whilst you're there, liking, even if you don't like the comment, just like the content because it makes me feel better on Patreon. Anyways, yeah. So, Shazleen, we will do some examples of these segments. What was the first one we're gonna do is the how's your touch? You know, how's Billy's touch? Yeah. So, 95 to 99 is going to be our generation. That's who we're going to talk to. But if you relate, you relate. One thing I think our age and generation has, right? I reckon we've actually grown up with a nice mix of the traditional and the new, you know? So, like, we remember the blackboards. This is in the actual TWG bio as well. We remember blackboards and, you know, but we remember drawing titties on smartboards. That 0.5 second lag and that, you know?
I remember that, yeah, the delay.
Exactly, yeah. We first got that shit, that little... you know, like little nipples and they...
That shit was so futuristic, though. We were just like, this is
We
a
were
game
apart. We
changer.
were growing with
Yeah.
that shit, you know? So we got a very nice mix of the two, yeah? Let's see. And, like, so we're growing in terms of, like, we're growing with the tech. We're the first ones to get our dirty little mitts on the tech, you know? So I feel like that's caused us to have, like, a very open mind with it. Maybe.
Yeah.
As in, like, we're going to have to continue having we're going to be the closed-minded people eventually, but we will be better than the previous generations. Just because...
Did you grow up with dial-up internet? Or was that a bit before our generation?
Maybe my parents were dealing with it. I was too young to understand it. I don't remember.
Yeah. Do you ever deal with like corded phones?
Yeah, corded phones. 100%. Yeah.
Like landline phones.
Yeah. That I remember.
Yeah.
That I actually remember.
My brother doesn't remember. He doesn't know what I'm talking about when I say phone, like landline phones used to have like
the little
pig's
curly...
tails.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shit.
So that's an example,
and that's
right?
4 years younger, right? That's probably 4 years younger.
Yeah, 4.5, 5. Yeah.
4, 5. Damn. Yeah. See, look. So
Maybe he's just like unobservant. Because I remember we did have like landline phones when he was growing up.
He's just like, no, fuck this shit.
Yeah, he's just like not paying attention.
Yeah. No, but then also, what are we not in touch with? Okay, there's something that comes
I have
with...
one.
Go on, quick.
Snapchat.
Okay.
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah,
I learned this off my brother. Snapchat is like people who are 18ish now, so that's how old my brother is.
Mm-hmm.
That's their shit. That's how they talk to each other. How do you talk to someone if you want to get in touch with them?
I'm actually really bad to get in touch with. Like, obviously, I'm the...
You're the exception there.
Obviously, call me.
Really? Call.
I'm the worst at picking up as well. So I will see you call, and then I'll call you back.
Okay, so here's how I do it, right? If I want to talk to
Message
someone, I'm
them
going to
as well.
text them or Facebook Messenger them,
Facebook
right?
Messenger as well, obviously.
I won't really call people because I don't like calling people.
Yeah, calling's a bit... I don't like seeing a call as well.
Unless
so
it's like an
can't lie.
urgent thing. I won't call you. But I will never call someone just to chat to them. If I want to chat to you, I'll text you or
I'll
message you.
I'll message that, yeah.
So with my brother,
Okay.
the way they DM each other is on Snapchat and Instagram DMs maybe as well.
Yeah, Instagram
But
DMs.
for us, I think we grew up with Snapchat. That was definitely huge, but we kind of
grew up with
abandoned it
Snapchat.
ages ago. I don't.
Yeah.
Do you use Snapchat?
As in, I have this connotation with Snapchat, like, am I going to get nudes eventually? Like,
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
It feels like that for us, but now they
Yeah.
definitely just use Snapchat.
They type on Snapchat,
That's so weird.
right? So that's where I'm like, I'm out of touch a little bit.
Fair enough. I mean, no, I was going to say, I'm out of touch with, I don't know how we discipline our kids.
Yeah.
Because
It's a
we
good
know
one,
a lot
actually.
of, we actually know a wide variety of people.
Mm.
There's a wide variety of beatings. You know, this is like there's like a.
Should we go through them?
This heat map looking like Jao Cancelo 2021. You can do your football research. I don't care. He's everywhere, all over the pitch, baby.
Yeah.
This, like, honestly, some people have been beaten hand to hand, skin to skin, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes with utensils, but most of us have felt the thwack. Have felt a thwack, you know.
What's the thwack?
Unadulterated little.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's
that's
felt one. You
That's
know?
the old faithful.
Like with a bit of intention, you know.
Yeah.
Make sure the kid doesn't sit up for a bit, you know. Like, yeah, a real one.
Mm.
Like, this kid might be an adult for this split second. Smack the kid. That's what I mean. Everyone's felt it, and with the right context, with the right direction, with the right meaning. When you really, like, when you don't use it, like, because they really hit the breaking point, right? When you use it right, I honestly think game changer, really good.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot from my beatings. I've learned a lot, and I've actually become a better person because I think I've been like maybe 3 times, 2 times,
Yeah,
3, like real ones.
Yeah.
Like
We're
not
talking
many
real
times.
ones.
Yeah, and I learned every single time not to do that shit. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's fair enough.
But I had an ego about me, so I'd come into my room and be like,
oh yeah. I think I killed my family about 15 times. Yeah. When I went to my
exactly,
room.
right?
Yeah. Of course, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we all don't think I'm a criminal for saying that.
I would do this weird thing where I'd start putting clothes on that I didn't need to put clothes on. I'd like go in my room and like be fuming to like vent out my frustration. I'd put a jacket on and then I'd take it off.
What the hell? Oh my! It's like,
I'd angrily put my jacket on and then I'd take it off again and then I'd get my t-shirt. I'd take my t-shirt off.
oh my God. It's like,
Dude, I was an angry kid after I got beat.
We all had somewhere to vent. I didn't take a jacket off like that, but I was definitely just like
Put my backpack on.
yeah. Oh yeah. I think about like put clothes on that you didn't mind like fingerprints getting on. You know, like I'm a kisser.
No, I don't like that. Just like I needed to physically express how angry I was.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But look, honestly, like I don't know how to get that same one time bang. Don't do that shit.
Yeah.
With words, because I'm actually a bully, so I might just end up bullying my kid.
Are you okay? Point blank, I'm gonna ask you: are you gonna beat your kids?
I'm gonna say no.
No.
Wink.
Asterisk.
No wink, because I'm not putting it out on content.
Yeah.
No wink.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those ones. You have to use it, like I said, rare, but you do it. I've done it with the right intention. I'm not doing it, but I'm not doing it.
I see both sides of the argument.
Tinky winkies.
I see the benefit of not beating your kids. I see the benefit of beating your kids.
Nah, I see
Not
more
a child
benefit.
psychologist, so I
As
don't
in, like,
know.
I'm not gonna beat my kids, wink. But like, I see benefit in beating your kids in the right times.
Look, I got beat. I'd like to think I turned out okay.
I'm definitely a good person around people because I got beat in the supermarket. Yeah.
Okay, what did you get beat for? Give me an example.
The one that's prominent is when I remember my dad was on a phone call,
Yeah.
and like must have been something important, but obviously what was more important was me in a scarf whipping in the top of his head, right? And I was like pretending he was a horse and doing all sorts of disrespected the man. He could have been on a huge business call, who knows? I was making noises and all that shit. I was in a narrow corridor, man, just like be right back or some shit.
Yeah. I need to beat my kid.
BRB on this, yeah. That turns it off, looks, bang. I think I went pinball on those walls for a bit. And then I was like, I didn't even cry like initially.
Yeah, you just like,
because I was like,
let me process this 1 second.
just because I was like, oh dude, we might punch on when I'm like 2 years older, man. Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm gonna
Just wait.
if I can remember this feeling for another 15 years, I will beat you up. Like literally, like it was.
Don't think this shit won't come and bite you in the ass in
obviously you go to
15
your room and you
years.
start bawling your eyes out because you're like, oh my fuck, the temperature is ridiculous. Like and from then I was like, okay, respect a man's time. Respect a man's time on the phone. Like, you know, like don't.
I never thought about the lesson immediately. I'd just be like plotting.
Of
plotting
course,
revenge.
But of course. Immediately, bro. That's time to like G up. The testosterone's in you.
That's the time to like plan this shit out. Like, okay, in 10 years when I get this job,
I'm gonna buy out this house.
Yeah, this house, and
Where you
not
gonna live
invite
now?
them.
Where you gonna live? Yeah. It's horrible. We're horrible kids. That's honestly, that's what we're like as kids. We will literally be like, no, you're gonna hit me
Yeah, it never registered that I was
for
doing something wrong.
disrespecting.
Yeah,
But we're like, I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just being I'm a kid.
I'm trying to
man.
vibe.
I'm a fucking kid. Man. Yeah. No, that's what I mean. I feel like more and more nowadays, kids get that feeling of like, I'm a kid, man. You can't beat me. That's why, even though I won't beat my kid, I can see the benefit. But anyways, that's my.
I don't think I have it
That's
in
my
me to beat my
how's it
kid.
touch. I don't. No, I don't as
I
well.
don't have it in me.
I
I
don't
don't have
me.
that kind of. Maybe my kids will bring it out of me.
Whoa, you think I'm just gonna beat my? That's crazy, man.
No,
Shaz
I didn't
actually-
say anything.
Shaz said it like I don't have it in me, like I have it in
No.
me.
I'm not even saying you have it in you or anything like that. I'm just saying that, like, generally speaking, I don't fight or I don't have a violent streak in me.
Yeah.
So
I'm an angry
it
person,
takes
yeah.
a lot for me to get. I have a lot of patience.
Give me red wine, apparently. Yeah.
But I think maybe my kids will bring that out of me. Like, fuck, dude, I was
kids are
such a
definite-
brat
bro.
sometimes.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I feel like there's a whole. Dude, we don't have kids, but like we don't know. I feel like I've
Exactly.
seen so many like young. Not so many. I've seen one chick especially. She comes with her mum. Her mum's finance because her mum's still like a normal age because she's a young mum, right?
Yeah.
So she's got a little baby, and this little baby does nothing but sit there, and it's just one of the cutest fucking things I've seen in my life. So I'm like, man, if I can get that kind of baby,
Yeah.
I'm ready for a baby.
Where can I get one of those?
Where can I get one of those polite ass babies? You know, it has those little baby hairs,
Oh,
big
yeah.
ass eyes,
Yeah,
and it's a
yeah.
white baby. So usually, hey, low key.
White
White babies
baby.
are the least cute babies. No. But like, look, cutest baby. If I could get one of those, yeah. Anyways, this is what I need a script for. Honestly, I just go into stupid tangents.
Where can I get a white baby?
But yeah, adorable baby. If I could get a baby like that, I could. But no one's like that. You don't get the opportunity of getting a baby like that. So I feel like the
Brown
ownership-
kids are generally well behaved though. Like brown babies.
Why?
Ooh. Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't see bratty brown kids.
Yeah, so you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Next time on How We Gonna Beat Our Kids.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's all.
Apparently
I
this
can
shit
say.
worked.
Yeah, but like, how's it? Maybe in 10 years' time, things are changing. So, are we out of touch? How's Billy's touch? Let me know. Yeah, how's Billy's touch? Open my mind or mind of my business. This is one we've mentioned before as well. It's a quick, easy one, but also the vapes, baby.
Yeah, dude, I'm so glad you said that because I was
Open
gonna
my
bring
mind
this
or
up.
mind of my business because like, look, okay, obviously I'm looking at it like this very easily could be the next cigarette in terms of how cigarettes probably took over their time. You know how they were obviously super prevalent.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're obviously still very prevalent. I'm not trying to say it like that, but when they first hit, everyone was smoking a durry, right? And then like it's a craze. Now I'm seeing
I'm seeing green USB sticks.
Dude, straight up,
Yeah.
man. I'm seeing the plugs coming up straight. Like, bro, in year 12, when I heard the term plug, right, I was like, oh yeah, this is like, yeah, like when I was in year 12, I'd be like, oh, you know, put a bit of respect on this guy's name, just because you know you think, oh, plug, pretty scary, right?
Yeah.
And maybe you still get that thing when you think of plug if you were in year 12.
Yeah.
I'm not in year 12 anymore, so I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit harsh on it, but when I see a plug can be someone strapped with rainbow glow nicotine sticks and they smell like lychee ice. I don't know. I don't know if they hold the same.
How do you
tag
take that
anymore.
seriously?
Yeah, I don't know if I hold them with the same plug. You know. So it's a bit. That may be minding my business, but opening my mind
Dude,
side of things.
Man strapped with lolly water.
Yeah, like literally. Like fruit salad on the strap.
Yeah.
Man's gonna.
Someone calls you watching your lychee ice.
He's like, you want your portfolio? Bang. Come on, man. That's a bit, yeah. But at the same time, though, I haven't seen any studies yet about nicotine isolated, right? What it does to your body versus tobacco.
Maybe it's a quantity. Like, I don't actually know how much nicotine is in that compared to traditional cigarettes.
The most research any of the boys have done was when fucking bleep, like searched up for his fucking like vape like addiction where he came in like this.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh bro, nicotine by itself barely does anything, man. You just get addicted to it real quick. But like, what does it do by itself? It's the cigarettes that have all the other bad stuff. So I was like,
so that exact reason is why vapes are so popular nowadays.
Yeah, that's exactly why. It's like, oh, it's just the nicotine.
It's just the nicotine. So if I'm gonna get addicted to a substance, it's not something that's gonna
do anything else but apart from being addicted to nicotine. So I'm
Yeah.
like, sure.
That's an addiction most people can live with.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, because there's such a bad connotation with addiction, right?
Yeah.
But like, they're just like, oh, I'm fine with living with that. But then it's also like, is the vape nicotine isolated? We don't know.
I don't know what's in them.
As in, like, bro, we didn't know.
Just know there's a fuck ton
You know
of
when
lychee
when
ice.
cigarettes came out initially, I don't think they had the nice fucking decaying babies as like ads and shit like that. They didn't know about the rat poison in it. They just knew what made up those brown flakes, right? And then after a while, they're like, oh, side effects for this is this.
It was to the point where doctors would openly smoke indoors.
Yeah.
So it was quite normalized.
And then like the side effects ended up being the main deterrent of cigarettes. Like, holy fuck.
Once studies came out and people just started off and off from...
Maybe smoking food coloring ends up being bad for your nose or something. Do you get me? You don't know that.
One for the cake, one for me. You know what I mean?
Wait, top up, you know?
Yeah.
But you don't know.
Who knows, man?
Open my mind or minding my business. I don't know if it's the next wave, if it's better for everyone. Is it worse for everyone?
Who knows?
Because you're versing darts. End of the day, you can't get rid of the vice. It's what it is. Tobacco's
it's also
going to be
cheaper, isn't it, than traditional cigarettes? Are so expensive now.
I think uses
sticks
vary
are just
per people, but also their lung capacity.
Yeah.
But also,
I feel like they finish a lot quicker. Am I wrong?
Quicker than what? Like a whole deck? Like it's just like
it's relative.
Like it's just but the thing is like deck culture is different because like a deck you open it, everyone takes.
Yeah. Ain't that some shit though? Here's the thing. In my mind, I see this happen. I see it happen so many times. Someone buys a deck and everyone takes some, right?
Yeah.
That costs what? $40?
No, bro, it's getting more and more expensive. I think they're probably like 50s.
50 maybe. Okay, $50. It's like how much are you left with as the person who paid $50? How much are you really left with?
Yeah, if you have the etiquette, you remember who paid.
You're
for
a
the last
generous
one.
person if you
wait. You remember who paid for the last one. And you just don't get the next one. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a system there.
That's
right?
what people I know do. I don't know these people.
All right. So there's order in this. Yeah.
There's not.
It's not
beasts.
chaotic.
Yeah. It's not someone like funding our GoFundMe or some shit. Like no way. Gentlemen.
I was gonna say because like $50 is a considerable amount of money, and if you're ending it with what? A couple cigarettes.
And if that happens. Like, okay, bro, like, people that I know, they'll buy darts, right?
Yeah.
They'll buy their deck that's for themselves, and that'll last however long, right?
Yeah.
That's exponential on the night out. Potentially, you buy the deck, it ends on the night out as well. So that's like 20 darts gone. And like 50 a pop on top of your drinks and whatever you're doing on the night, that's a lot of money, man. It ends up being just money and money.
You know, drinks, Uber, whatever
man.
you have.
So I guess in that sense, the vapes do trumpet financially. Yeah. Financially, definitely do trumpet.
Because let's be real, the thing that keeps people smoking cigarettes is the nicotine, right?
Yeah, that's what keeps most.
Let's make it cheaper, and make it taste like
make it look beautiful for everyone.
Yeah.
Whoever thought of these, man,
it's
really,
genius, actually,
really came through.
Why didn't I think of this?
Yeah, no, but like they took the one thing that they're like, oh, humans can't get away from this, but it's so bad for you, man. There's so many bad ads. Let's just make it good. It's like dog racing. I'm gonna bring TWG dog racing.
Dog racing.
Because you know what's so bad about dog racing? Like it's the training, the ethical training. How about house dogs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just all your dogs.
You might be onto something. You might be onto something.
Yeah, it's just all your.
But it's only a matter of time before people abuse that. As
No.
well.
So
Do you reckon people
obviously,
abuse-
I'll have my original markers of first, second, and third, and then my other markers will be most deviated off course. I'll try and make some money off that. Most treats needed to finish the course. You know, very simple, ethical race things.
Yeah.
But I'm
Someone's
still
gonna
getting a
take
dog
your-
to race.
Someone's gonna take your idea though and turn it back into dog racing.
And then shame on them, you know? Shame on them. That's all I'm saying. But they're not my dogs, so I'm gonna have to. That's how I'm gonna make sure it's ethical. Because I'm gonna have to confront these dog owners and be like, "Hey, let me race your dog." And do you know that's? But that could work. It's kind of like that, you know. You have to make it ethical, and people will jump on board. So yeah, open my mind on minding my business. I'm gonna say open my mind on the vapes. I'm still open minded on the vapes. I'm not trying to keep them to the side. I like
I'm not
how
hating. I think it's a funny concept. That's
do you
why
think
I
it's
like
a fad
making.
is what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. So I think the concept of this.
If it was a fad, it would have died out back.
No,
way
I
back
think it's.
when.
I think it's
It's
definitely
been around for.
We have to. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what this main concept of this segment is for future reference and all that. It's trying to be like, are we trying to make sure we're in touch with this, or should we just sack it off and that's for these generations to play around with. It's kind of like that. So I'm still open my mind on it. I'm still willing to be open minded on it.
I like seeing those more than kids smoking
Dogs.
cigarettes.
Exactly. And the residual
So I
smell
guess
and
there's
everything.
that. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing, right? As a non-smoker, every time I'm around the boys and they're just they're smoking, I'm just like,
It's not nice.
I'm dying, dude.
Yeah,
like
it's not nice.
it's fucking foul.
It's filthy. Sorry.
That's
Hey,
all
why am I
right.
saying
I mean,
sorry?
I kind of just go somewhere else
It's
now.
not me. Yeah. It's exactly. It's just not.
But
like
if I'm around the boys and I'm smelling mint, and I'm like,
okay, you're like, all right, yeah, I can hang
you've
around.
piqued my
you
interest.
guys. Yeah, exactly.
you're actually nicer to talk to now that you smell nice.
Yes, now that you smell. I mean, that's basic human nature, right? Yeah.
No, but your real ones are the ones that blow away from you. They're just like,
Oh yeah, I mean that's always the thing. Yeah,
Your real ones.
Yeah. That was a main point of this monologue today. Just introduce a few segments, get a few. I mean, what did I say? My whole story about why TWG coming back, baby. With some vengeance, big words and that. Why? Because I had an intervention, mental intervention.
you back.
Yeah. So yeah, don't vomit on your bed because you'll think about.
You'll start a podcast
I'll start the podcast.
or continue a podcast.
Yeah, you'll continue a podcast with vengeance. But yeah, no, and also segments for you guys to get in touch with, and also appreciate Shaz for coming through.
Hey, always.
My guy that reflects on Shaz. Now you know what you're compressing today, so it's great. So that's.
Look, man, I'm just trying to get
Shut
it back
up!
to.
I'm only kidding. You're not talking shit. But anyways, might do a freestyle, so I might see you soon. We might not. But yeah, this is TWG. We'll see you next time with some new guests, baby. Take care.